This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, starting off at verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. Call Holayim La, Albanawa, Yahawadah144, Yahawadah144, Rekat Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Ahchyam out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, starting off at verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. And the woman was created to be a pillar of rest, a helpmeet, a servant, comfort for the man. And it's not to belittle you women or to make you women feel like you have less value and you're not valuable in society or on the earth. When you have a beautiful and excellent and marvelous and perfected position on the earth. Okay? Especially to be of the chosen seed that makes you even greater on the earth. Okay, but you were created for the man. You were created to be an helpmeet, to be a servant, to be a pillar of rest, to be comfort for the man. Okay, there's nothing more beautiful, more precious than the touch, than the comfort from your woman, which we will have in the kingdom to come. We will have balance, we will have righteousness. Everything will be put back in order in the kingdom. Okay? Because at this time, this is what we have right now in this kingdom. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 25. I'm going to read verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And we get plagued in our heart, which is our mind, from the wickedness of a woman. Because our women disrespect us. Our women don't have any regard for us. They don't have any need to be united and to build a foundation with us. What do our women say right now in these days? They don't need a man. They want a man. They don't need a man. They can pay their own bills. But yet, when they attempt to date and build that foundation, with them having that independent spirit, they still want you to pay all their bills and do this and do that, and to have the 3 C's. Okay, over 6 feet, making 6 figures, and having an over 6-inch rod. Okay, but a woman knows how to plague and how to bring a heavy countenance on a man through his heart, which is your mind. Okay, and not only is that heavy in society amongst the wicked of the world and of the wicked of our nation, but that is also in this truth amongst you women. Okay? I'm going to continue on. Verse 14. And any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me. And any revenge but the revenge of an enemy. And as the curses state and say, our women and our men have hatred towards one another. And as we know, our women have hatred towards us, man. Okay, our women are targeted to, be put against us. The feminist movement has been elevated by our women, man. No liberals. I can do anything a man can do, and I can do it better. Okay, we don't need men to protect us. We don't need men to even, give us pleasure or to bring forth a seed. When you get the seed, you get the seed from men, regardless if you go to a sperm bank or whatever the case may be, man. Okay, and that spirit that has been polluted and contaminated in our women's minds is being brought into this truth. Okay, because not every sister is a sister, and not every brother is a brother. But the reason why I'm speaking on this right now is because I'm going to say a personal testimony after I read these precepts. I'm going to jump down to verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman, because to keep house with a wicked woman, as soon as you come home from work, you step one foot in that door, it's always what hasn't been done, what needs to be done, the problems that hasn't been solved, all the nagging. You're not spending time with them. You're not going out on dates. You're not spoiling them. You know, it's something about what somebody else has done for their woman that you haven't done. All type of bullshit that's being brought into your household because, again, these women are not pleased with what you're doing for them. Okay, again, it's all about them. It's all about that selfish spirit that they have, man. Look at the definition for selfish. I would do it, but I want to keep on going. I don't want to drag this out too long. And also the spirit of having a haughty spirit, that haughtiness, man. Look at the spirit of haughty, man. Okay, they have a high regard for themselves where they think they're better than us, man, because this captivity, this society has taught them that they're better than men. This captivity has taught women that you are what your mother is, man, and the men. That the men are very little to society and beneath the women, man. That's what Esau has pushed amongst that wine, amongst that philosophy to our woman mainly, man. That also goes into that Jim Crow letter, man. If I'm saying it right, I believe it's the Jim Crow letter. You know, when you put the woman in high positions and set the woman to be the leader and to be above the nation. Okay, to weaken the men. Okay, as it states, man, we would rather dwell with a lion or a dragon to keep house with the wicked ass nagging women. Continuing on. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. And again, you can see in these women's faces the hatred, okay, the disdain, the betrayal, the wickedness that they want to bring upon us because they have no regard, no respect, no reverence, no honor for the men of our nation. When the men of our nation are the strongest, the smartest, the most precious men on the planet to the Creator. The top men on the planet. But our women look at us as pieces of shit. Less than. Okay? Continuing on. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Because you're dealing with these wicked ass women, it vexes your spirit. It plagues your heart, your mind with so much pain, so much anguish, so much you can't even think straight. Because you're worried about pleasing her. You're not worried about pleasing the Lord. You're not worried about walking correctly, man. You're worried about making her feel satisfied, making her feel valued, making her feel like she's on cloud nine, man. Okay? But what does the scripture state and say? Let's keep on going. Let's go to the book of 1 Peter. Then I'm going to go into the testimony. 1 Peter chapter 1. So like in 1 Peter chapter 3, I'm going to start off at verse 4. But let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit. So our women are supposed to have a meek and quiet spirit. Okay, and a real man can have a meek and quiet spirit and really just let a woman run her mouth and just tune her out. Just really, be in his own realm, be in his own world, and ignore her. Because if you ignore a woman when she's trying to argue with you, she'll just leave it alone and walk away. If you don't give her any attention when she's trying to cause a grievance of the heart, You know, that'll really tick her off, but yet she'll just give up. Or just walk away and avoid it. Okay? Even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High of great price. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women, okay, again, which these women claim to be. You claim to come in this truth. You claim that you want to be holy. And that word holy goes into what? To being separate. To be severed from other nations. To be pure. To walk uprightly. To be righteous, man. And again, all sisters are not a sister in this truth. And I'm going to give you a testimony to prove this, man. Because I really believe that this will be valuable for you brothers, you younger brothers coming in, and also for you brothers that have not dealt with a lot of women in your life. Okay, that have not had a lot of experience with women. And me, myself, personally, I have had a lot of experience with women in my life. And I have had experience with women in this truth. Okay? In the old time, holy women also who trusted in the Most High. So for you to say that you trust in the Most High, you must take heed to the Most High's ordinances, his order, his commandments, his guidelines. Because when you buck up against the men, especially the men that are in the truth and that are the prophets out here working, sacrificing their life, their well-being, edifying, studying, okay, feeding the masses of the Israelites that come back to the Lord, that need to be fed, that need to be taught, that need to be led, that need to get the correct understanding. For you to buck up against those men, you buck up against Yahawadah144, for you to run your fucking mouth. And to come at a man that's out here sacrificing himself, to have a selfish fucking spirit and a haughty spirit on you, to make it all about you. To be disrespectful to a man, to even attempt to tell a man, especially a man of the Lord that's out here doing the work, that he's not a man if he doesn't do this for you. Who also trusted in the Most High, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. Now look up that word subjection. You'll be surprised in the definition. Look up that word into subjection. And a lot of you women, even you women that are attempting to be courted, to be betrothed to a man right now, even before you go to the stage to actually become his husband, you're not doing this. So why should a man, especially a man that's out here in the truth and really sacrificing himself and really sincere, why should that man take you seriously, man? You run your mouth to that man and then act like the things that you're doing in life, you know, taking care of your children, working, cooking dinner, all this stuff, being a fucking adult. Bravo, congratulations, you're an adult. You want recognition. You want acknowledgement for that. You want to be put on a pedestal for being a fucking adult and a mother. And this is not surprising, because you hear 2/3 women in the world that want recognition. They want a fucking award for being an adult, for being a parent. Want sympathy for the wrong decisions that they have chosen in life, man. Because of fake Tyrone, a Pookie, a Ray Ray, Deshaun, bow-legged Lamont, little pistol starter, made your pussy wet. Because you thought wickedness and a bad boy was exciting, and then later on down the line, you see the error of your ways. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well. As long as ye do well. So you have to do well. You have to take heed to these scriptures. You have to take heed to the words of Yahawadah144. Your man is your Lord. The one that the man that's courting you, that you're betrothed to, that you're trying to build with it, that you're trying to build a foundation with, that's your Lord. That's the man that's teaching you. That's the man that you should not be saying nothing against, man. You should not even twist your lips to even come uncorrect at that man, to disrespect that man. And are not afraid with any amazement, because again, you still have that mentality of the world. You still have that mentality of feminism, of being exalted. You still have that in the back of your mind that you try to bring into this truth, that the things that are in this world and this truth. We ain't going for that shit. Take your black ass back into the world, or your Latino ass, or your Native American or Seminole ass back into the world, and just wait for destruction. Just wait to be judged, man. That shit is not gonna fly here, man. You women keep on thinking that the Lord is fucking around and He playing with you, man. The Lord does not take anything lightly, the way you talk and deal and how you present yourself to His servants, man. And yes, there are women that try, and so like, I'm not going to say try because try is a word for failure. There are women that do the best they can and that are really sincere. And you sisters know who you are. Okay? You sisters know exactly who you are. And I'm not talking about you sisters, because you sisters really are putting in effort. And I see that through y'all spirit. Okay? And I could name the ones, and I'll just say this. It's certain sisters that gave alms that I really know, and not just because you gave alms, but I really know that you're really sincere. Your spirit and your fruit shows that you are sincere and you're really serious and you're really doing your best in this flesh. But some of you sisters, man, you need to fucking check yourself. Okay? But I'm gonna continue on. I'm gonna jump. Salakia. Let me finish this off. Verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. And that's how we deal with you. We deal with you according to the knowledge of Yahawadah144, and you still buck up. You still buck up. You still getting your emotions, and we tell you can't let your emotions control you. You have to calm down, take a break, think, get out your feelings. Okay? You have to think. You can't let your emotions fuck up your salvations. You can't let your emotions let you transgress and disrespect, especially a man. In general, a man of Yahawadah. Can't bring that worldly concept into this truth, man. Okay? I'm telling you, sisters, hey, look, you're being warned. You are being warned. Well, let's continue, because I want to get to this testimony and we'll close it on out. So I'm going to jump. What is that? I'm going to jump down to Sirach chapter 25. I'm going to jump down to verse 20. As the climbing up a sandy way, so like as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. So what does that mean? That's a nagging woman to a man that just wants peace, just wants to relax, just want to have just some time to just mellow out, just to to have some time to not be afflicted, to not be in a state, in a position of hell, man, because we're already out here fighting the world, man. We're fighting the world. And the world, everybody in the world is against us, especially the men of Yahawadah that's seeking righteousness and speaking against this captivity and everything else in the world. We're not only going against the so-called Edomites, Salakia, the so-called white man, Salakia, the Edomites, which is the Edomites. We're going against every single nation on this earth. It's not just Babylon. No, it's not just Babylon. It's this whole wicked ass fucking world, man. So do you think being men of Yahawadah, we're fighting the world, that we want to come, whether you're here with us in the same city, the same state, or dealing with you through via communication, whether it be text messages, FaceTime, or the phone? Do you think we want to interact with you and have you bringing vexation to us, for you to disrespect us, think you're going to talk to us anyway? Hell no. And you women know this. You women know that everybody hates your men, and your men is out here fighting the world. So why in the fuck do you think we want to come home or via communication to fight with you, to battle with you, man? That goes into being selfish, man, because again, it's all about you. It's all about how you feel, what's going on. When you can go back into the world and get a comfort from Esau. You're going to be judged. You're going to be put to death. But yet, instead, because you know you don't get the same type of benefits that you got in the world, in this truth, in our heritage, in our culture, you feel some type of way. So you want to take it out on the man that you're actually dealing with, or the man that's actually guiding you according to the scriptures, giving you the clarification that you need through the precepts. You bitches have lost your fucking mind, and you better repent, okay? I'm tired of it, man. Because again, me, myself, I show mercy because I wanna be shown mercy. I long suffer because I want the Lord to long suffer with me. I want the Lord to be compassionate with me. But it's only so much a man can take after so many times when you keep on doing the same thing over and over again. It's a new demon every time the men of Yahawadah144 got to cuss out when it come to you women. And me, myself, personally, I may come off very blunt, which I am, very direct, which I am, very harsh, which I am. Okay? But I'm a very compassionate, a very understanding, and a very loving person, man. Especially to those that I care about, man. Regardless how you may see me in these videos or how you may hear me in these sit-downs. Okay? But once you cross me, man, trust me, you don't want to be my enemy. Verse 21, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. And brothers, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, because the real beauty of a woman is her spirit, is her mentality. Okay, her outer appearance, yes, we're visual creatures. We love to see beautiful women, the shape of their body from head to toe. Okay, it's a plus, but the real beauty in these days are her mentality and her spirit. That's the real beauty, man. Because you can have a dime, you know, be all natural, no makeup, again, beautiful from head to toe. But her spirit and her mentality, how she conducts herself, she's a goddamn demon. And again, it's all about her. You have to please her. She's selfish. She has a haughty spirit. Okay? You don't want, and that also goes into Sirach 26, verse 23. A wicked woman is given to a portion of a wicked man. So you men, if you get that, you might want to check yourself. Because Yahawadah144 does not make mistakes. All right. Verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impotence, and much reproach. So if you maintain your husband according to the scriptures, according to our guidelines, and to the instructions of Yahawadah144, you're doing the right thing. In society, especially the Edomites, they don't want to see our women building a foundation, actually being in order with our men of our nation. They don't want to see the women submitting, putting themselves in subjection to their husbands, man, to be in order, to shut the hell up, to have some respect for themselves first and foremost, and also for their men. Okay? So like it for their husband. Or in general for all the men of Israel. Because you women will respect the men whether you want to or not. Especially in the kingdom, man. All this nonsense, it won't exist. Your mind will be corrected. Everybody's minds will be corrected. You men and you women. Okay? But I'm just telling you what I have encountered dealing with women in the truth. Verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance, and woundeth a heart. See, you women, again, bring a heavy burden on men. make a man's countenance. A man can't even think straight, can't even go about life correctly because he worried about pleasing you. He worried about solving problems with his damn woman, man. And that's I'm gonna tell you like this. That's not the type of spirit I'm gonna be in. I'm not gonna deal with you. You definitely not gonna bring no pain to me. Fuck that. Continuing. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. So a woman that will not comfort her husband, her man, a man that's courting her, a man that she's betrothed to, a man that's building with her, a man that she wants to be a wife to. And again, this goes back, like, I don't know if I said it before, but I probably didn't. But one of the women that I had, that I was attempting to make her my wife, she didn't want to comfort me when my mom died, man. And that really made me look at her a certain way, and really, it felt like betrayal. You know, not just only that, but amongst other things too, which I really can't discuss. You know, I'm gonna keep it private just out of respect for her. But it felt like a big betrayal. And you losing your mother is not a light thing. You losing the first person that nurtured you and taught you things before your father is not a light thing, man. And that's something that you don't get over in 7 days. As you know, the Bible says you mourn for 7 days. No, you don't get over. I miss my mom till this day. Okay? Do you not think that I would love to have a conversation with my mother? Yes. My father too. I've lost a lot of people that I would love to see and talk to until this day, man. But that's still fresh. My mother's only been gone for 2 years. I don't have nobody, man. I don't have nobody but this truth and the brothers, man. And all my family is here in Virginia. And my dad's side is in Maryland. I don't have them. All I have is myself right here and my brothers. That's it, man. Okay? So I'm going to grab this. Ephesians chapter 5. I'm going to start off at verse 21. Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of Yahawadah144 Yahawadah. And it all starts with the men, because the men are the leaders of the nation, man. So as you know and as you see, men have no problem. Men have no problem because it's a part of our DNA. It's a part of our life to submit to order, to submit to Yahawadah144 Yahawadah. And in this lesson, that's what we're going to focus on. But the men submit to the plantation. The men submit to the military. Men have no problem in submitting, man. It's you women that have some problem to submitting. And with you not submitting to the men, okay, especially to your husband or to a man that's courting you, that you're betrothed to, you're not submitting to the Lord. Because again, it starts with the men. The men are the leaders of the nation. The men are the providers, the protectors of the nation. So with you mouthing off, having a selfish spirit, having a haughty mind, a haughty spirit, talking your shit, it's all about you, me, running your mouth to the man. And then also too, again, with one of the broads, man, you telling you contacting a man that you betrayed, that you did the opposite to. You contacting a man that's giving you advice, giving you scriptures, but yet you telling that man that he's not listening to you because you know why? You're not getting the answer that you want. A sister that I literally attempted to be with, that basically, you know, betrayed me, did the opposite, have told me the information, the precepts, what's the word I'm looking for? Salakia. The advice, the guidance from Yahawadah144 Yahawadah that the Lord spoke through me, that I gave her, wasn't correct because I wasn't listening to what she was saying. Newsflash. Men don't think how women think. Men don't feel how women feel. I'm not going to give you the answer that you desire because you want to feel embraced and comfort. Okay? Again, because you want to feel embraced and comforted because you want your result. No, I'm going to give you the real result, the truth. Okay? So if you don't like it, that's on you. All right? But continuing on. And if that's the case, if I'm not listening, and the advice, the guidance, the structure I'm giving you according to the scriptures isn't correct, don't fucking ask me or tell me anything about your problems. Okay? At all. Don't ask me for any advice if it's not the right advice that you want, since I'm not listening to what you're saying. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Hamashiach is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church, which is the body, the men, is subject unto Hamashiach, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. But it's the opposite. You come into this truth, and again, I'll say this: you come into this truth, it takes time for you to learn. It takes time for you to weed out that old spirit, that old man, that old person. It takes time. I understand it, because it takes time for everybody. It's a process. But you can't keep on repeating over and over again, doing the same disrespectful stuff and expecting a different result. No, we're going to give you the same result, the same chastisement, the same reproval, the same rebuke. Okay? And that mercy, that long suffering, that compassion, that sympathy will start to die out. Because you can't keep on doing the same thing over and over again and expecting that man, that servant, that prophet, that seer, that watchman of Yahawadah144 to keep on dealing with you and to keep on having a damn thorn in his side, man. Because you don't want to get right. You don't want to take heed. You don't want to fast, read, or whatever you need to do to get these damn demons up off of you, man. Because you ain't gonna shed those spirits on us, man. Period. And you can only be warned so much. All right? But I'm gonna go to the Good News Translation real quick, and then I'm gonna get to this testimony. I'm gonna close it on out. I want to grab these precepts first, because I don't know how long this testimony is gonna be, but again, this is for you younger brothers, man. For you younger brothers, man, coming in, and also for you brothers that haven't dealt with a lot of women, man. Hey, look, man, what I'm going to tell you is going to be golden, man. Okay? So I'm going to go to the book of Sirach in the Good News Translation. And I'm going to jump around. This is Sirach 25. I'm going to read verse 11. Such a person has no equal, because the fear of Yahawadah144 is the most important thing in the world. And that's true. The fear of Yahawadah144 is the most important thing in the world. Advice about women. Verse 13. No wound is as serious as a wounded love. No troubles are as serious as the troubles that women cause. Okay, because again, women have the tendency to say anything to hurt you, to do anything to hurt you. Why do you think the scriptures state and say in verse 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman? Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Again, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. So the wickedness of woman is above and beyond. It's no comparison to any other man's wickedness in the world to the wickedness of a woman, man. Because you women go above and beyond when you perform your wickedness, man. The wickedness of a man is nothing compared to the wickedness of a woman. Because again, you women have that spirit of selfishness, the mind of haughtiness, man. And also the spirit of haughtiness, man. Look up these words so you can understand what I'm saying. I'm not going to do it. You do it. Okay? I'm going to jump down to verse 16. I would rather live in the same house with a lion or a dragon than with a bad wife. And we broke that down earlier, but I'm pretty sure y'all know. Verse 17. When a wife is in a bad mood, her expression changes until she looks like an angry bear. So, you know, that woman you dealing with, that's in the truth. She could be seeming all sweet and everything else, but as soon as something goes wrong, some type of affliction, some type of thing that she really can't handle, some type of a thing that's going to vex her mind, her spirit, she might not even know she's doing it, but she might start taking out those issues on you. She might start saying that you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, you ain't treating her like this, you ain't treating her like that. It all goes back to her. All everything that she learned, everything that she was being taught, everything that she was taking heed to is out the window at that point, because she can't handle whatever situation is being brought upon her. Okay? And again, it takes time for you to actually weed out these old characteristics, these old personalities that you had in the world. It takes time, but again, you cannot continue to keep on continuously doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. That also shows that you're not working on yourself. You're not taking heed, especially when the advice, the rebuke is given to you. Obviously, you're not taking heed to it. You're not applying it. You're just, okay, yeah, I hear what you're saying, and you're just throwing it behind your back. Yeah, whatever, nigga, fuck you. I'm going to do what I want. Okay? So I'm going to jump down to verse 20, and I'm going to read to verse 23. A quiet man living with a nagging wife. And again, a man wants peace, man. A man wants to be comfortable, especially when he's home, man. And again, me, myself, personally, I know y'all may think and seem like, oh, man, I know Ahchyam Yaiz from Yahawadah. I know he probably be talking a lot. It's not. I'm a quiet dude, man. And the brothers in the camp can tell you that. I mean, I'll talk to the brothers here and there, but most of the time, I'm quiet. I'm to myself. And that's just me. I've always been like that. I've always been a quiet person. Okay? But, when I do get comfortable with certain people, and maybe if I have a few drinks and I'm comfortable with you, I will talk. And I won't talk your ear off, but I'll talk. But other than that, I'm a very quiet person. I like peace. I love peace. I love to be comfortable, man. Okay, because again, in the world we're battling, we're going through hell. Okay, it's stuff we have to deal with as men, because we have the world on our shoulders, man. We literally have the world on our shoulders. A quiet man living with a nagging wife is like an old man climbing up a sandy hill. Okay, it's always some type of adversity, always some type of bullshit with you women, man. You just have to bring forth chaos, man. A woman, look, man, it's something that I've learned in the world and in this truth. And it's just the nature of women. I don't know if you women notice it or not, but if everything is going smooth and everything is going great and everything is going good, you women have to bring some type of chaos to bring forth some type of excitement in your life. It's like everything being peaceful and everything being right is boring to you. And women in the truth too. Women in the truth too. You're in the truth, and then all of a sudden everything going too good. You treat me right. You're a nice guy. And you still have somewhat of that worldly concept in you. A nice guy is boring. So you have to bring chaos. You have to bring forth some type of affliction, some type of argument, some type of a disagreement. And then later on down the line, whether it's a day, 2, 3, however long it may be, then what happens? You apologize. You apologize because you got that excitement. You got that thrill that you was dying for. And I don't care what you women say, you still do it. Because if you didn't, brothers wouldn't say stuff about their wives causing havoc, bringing forth drama. And then later on, they apologize and everything get back in order. And then a few months later, or however long it may be, the same shit occurs, man. You women have to have drama. You have to have some type of havoc, some type of a thrill. Like, I don't know, it's like it turns you on or something. Then you get that fucking makeup sex or something. It's the best sex I ever had. Lay it down, daddy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you know I'm sorry about doing this. You can't make it up, man. But verse 21 in the Good News Translation. Never lose your head over a woman's beauty, and don't try to win a woman because she is wealthy. And again, the real beauty of a woman is her spirit and her mentality. And you women should know, if you know you have some type of success in the world and you're in the truth, and also to you men, men have to be men. Men have to be men. I've had women literally try to send me arms for like cash for arms and stuff like that. I don't, and you know, just in general, just to help out. I don't. It doesn't make me feel as a man to really, even though it's righteous and it's in the scriptures, but I don't take that. You know, and you women should also know if a man is using you, and you men shouldn't be using no damn woman. You're not a man if you're doing that. Period. Verse 22. When a man is supported by his wife, there is a sure. So like it. When a man is supported by his wife, there is sure to be anger, arrogance, and humiliation. Because again, society doesn't want our women to be in an alliance with us. They don't want our women to be in submission to us, man. Verse 23. A bad wife will make her husband gloomy and distressed and break his heart. Show me a timid man who can never make up his mind, and I will show you a wife who doesn't make her husband happy. Because again, you still have the spirit of the world. It's all about you. You're selfish. You're haughty. Okay? You need to be treated like a princess. You need this. You need that. A real man would do this. A real man would do that. A real man that loves me would do this and do that. Because it's all about you. And that's when you disregard the scriptures. That's when you disregard fearing Yahawadah144, because you want things your way. Okay? You want to say what you've been doing and what you have been doing as an adult, what you're supposed to do. You want recognition. All these things, man, which I can name a lot, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get these last scriptures and I'm going to speak on this testimony and close out. So this is the book of Sirach 36 in the Good News Translation. I'm going to start off at verse 21. A woman has to take any man as a husband. A woman has to take any man as a husband. So, you know, you'll hear, you know, a woman marry who she can, but a man marry who he wants. Okay, you'll hear in society, in this captivity today, because many of people say it, which is true. It's very true. A woman marries who she can, but a man marry who he wants, which is true, because we hold the keys and the passage to marriage and to relationships. You cannot force a man to marry you, and you cannot force a man to be in a relationship with you. We hold the gate to that. You women hold the gate to sex. Okay, you hold the keys to that. A man can't lay rod in you unless you let him, unless the man, obviously, takes it. A woman has to take any man as a husband, but a man must choose his wife carefully. And again, you brothers have to choose your wife carefully, man. You have to choose, especially a woman that says she in this truth, you have to vet her, vet the hell out of her, man. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. Okay, you have to choose carefully, man. Okay, not only in the world, but especially in this truth. And to be honest with you, marriage is not valuable in the world at all. Okay? A woman's beauty makes a man happy. And again, that true beauty is her spirit, her mentality, man. Okay, and obviously no man wants no disrespect to any sister or any woman, but a man doesn't want an ugly woman, physically, But the true beauty of a woman is her spirit and her mentality, man. A woman's beauty makes a man happy. There is no fairer sight for the eye, there is no fairer sight for the human eye to eye. If the woman is kind and gentle in her speech, you hear that? If the woman is kind and gentle in her speech. But no, personal experience, you have women running your fucking mouth to me. Okay, and I'm talking to the personal experience, and I'm, to the testimony, running your mouth to me, over talking me, saying I want to talk. Let me talk. Trying to usurp authority. Just completely being disrespectful and out of order, yelling on the phone at you and shit, thinking you a man, okay? Coming at you just disrespectfully as hell, man. Telling you what you need to be doing. That you ain't treating her like this, you ain't doing this, you ain't being a simp for her, basically. You're not bowing down to her. You're supposed to bow down to her. You ain't treat if you love me, you're supposed to treat me like this. This is what you supposed to do. Usurping authority. Telling you what you're supposed to do. And amongst other things too, man. You brothers know, because you brothers go through it. Her husband is the most fortunate of men. And you know, we'll have this in the kingdom, man. But a woman that has a kind and gentle tongue in her speech, man, that man is at peace. And again, we're not perfect right now. We're going to slip up. We're going to have errors. But what do? We acknowledge them. We learn from them, and we move forward. We grow from those trials, okay, those errors, and we grow. We improve. All right. We don't constantly do things over and over and over again. That shows that you didn't learn and that you didn't apply, and really you don't give a fuck. You gonna do you. Okay. You gonna say what you gonna say, regardless how you deliver it, how you say it, and you don't give a damn if your husband or the man you're dealing with likes it. Okay, good luck with that. We'll see how the Lord likes it. When a man marries, he gets the finest thing he will ever have, a wife to help and encourage him. So are you being that wife? Why do you think Elder Apostle Ricard told you women, and the other elder apostles told you, you women should be focusing on Proverbs 31, Sirach 25, which I just read, the whole chapter, Sirach 26, okay? The examples that we have in the Bible of righteous women. I did a lesson on that not too long ago, of the examples of holy women, of how their characteristics, how they carry themselves, their countenance. You have those examples to apply and to learn from. Why do you think the elder apostles tell you you need to focus on applying yourself to be a wife, especially if you are a wife coming into this truth, or if you want to have a man to be a wife to? Okay, that's something that you have to take heed to. All right. So for the testimony, real quick, and I'm gonna make this quick as I can. I'm speaking on two females, both of them Southern tribes. Okay, both of them Southern Kingdom. I'm gonna try to keep it as short as I can, and I'm not gonna really speak too personally and bring out too much information, but just enough information for you younger brothers to know how to go about things, especially in this truth with these women. I'm gonna say this: if you happen to meet a woman in this truth and she wants to, be with you and build a foundation and be your wife, and you want you to be her husband, ask that woman how long she's been in the truth. If that woman has been in the truth for 2-3 years, she's not ready. And again, I speak from personal experience, and you're going to find out why. She's not ready. Now, if she's able to control her spirit from burning and all that and everything else, that's beautiful. But a lot of these women that come in the truth and attempt to, become a wife, they don't have the spirit of controlling that burning sensation to receive that righteous correction, which is from that servant of Yahawadah144. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm trying to keep it PG. But I say this because I've encountered two women, one young, one of age, of an older age, I'll say, and both of these women, things didn't go the way that it should have went, which it actually shouldn't have went that way, but things didn't go the way that I'm assuming that they didn't want. And the first one felt rejected because myself personally, I wanted to slow things down and really, take the steps correctly to make this woman my wife, which, she felt that as rejection. So she went to lay back with her ex-boyfriend that was in the world, which became her husband, and that didn't work out. which, you know, she tried to do that before she came into the truth, and it never worked out with the dude. So y'all know the position she's in. And she basically came back to me and apologized. She made the wrong decision, this and that. Well, the damage is done. You're stuck where you're stuck at. And the second one was basically the same thing, but a little bit different. You know, we had a few ins and outs, but we always came back and always, you know, retried and, you know, try to reestablish and work on things and move forward. And the point where I really perceived that, you know, the second one wasn't really sincere about me and really respectful and really taking heed and really just being truthful and really just being attempting to establish something with me as a wife and husband situation. My mother passed 2 years ago, and I had talked to her at that time and everything else. And, you know, a man needs that comfort, you know, basically like Isaac and Rebecca. You know, basically she wasn't trying to be there for me at that time, and I saw it as disrespect. And if we're trying to build and everything else, and you can't be here for me when I just lost my mother, you know, that's a big red flag of that. And so with that happening, she basically went her way, I went my way. And instead of her, you know, taking heed to everything that I had said to her in that whole process of me knowing her from the beginning until that time, she didn't listen to nothing I said, didn't take heed to nothing I said. I basically helped name this woman, gave this woman the truth, because when I met her, she didn't know any damn thing. She didn't know the name of the Lord, the Son, the correct Sabbath. She didn't know a goddamn thing. I basically molded her, you know, to the woman that I wanted her to be, and taught her. And instead of her really being fearful of the Lord and really taking heed to the sign that Yahawadah144 gave her through me, she betrayed me. Because both of these things are betrayal, regardless of how these women, because I've said this to these women when they called me back and, you know, they made a mistake, they messed up, they made the wrong decision. You betrayed me. Regardless of how you try to, you know, say you didn't, it was betrayal. So basically she did what she did, went, and then later on down the line, I spoke to her again, and she basically told me what happened. And, you know, same thing as the first one, wrong decision. Wrong decision. So it's too late. You already know what it is. You know the truth. We you know, us at GMS, we speak on these things all the time. We make it clear. So you know where the stance is and what's bound to happen. It is what it is. Okay, so now you have to deal with that situation. But I say this, brothers, on this personal testimony, and also too, the second one, which also it's like both of them, through all that and everything else, and saying what they said, still respected me until this day. Even after they did all this and put themselves in the situation they still disrespected me until this day, because they still would text me and ask me about, you know, certain scriptures and stuff like that, and I would give them answers, and, you know, somehow, some way, I still would get disrespected. But, and I just say this to you, brothers, man. Again, ask these women, and honestly, man, to you brothers, man, you shouldn't be thinking about. You should just be focusing on the Lord Yahawadah144 and doing what the hell you need to be doing, man. Okay? Period, man. And if you want to deal with a woman, man, honestly, man, to be honest with you, man, hey, man, all these women are prostitutes, man. All of them. Every last one of them. You sit on the internet, you got to do this, you got to do that. I advise you just go ahead and just pay for it and keep it moving. Or, you know, get you a little 2/3. That's just, you know, you can deal with here and there. Because a 2/3 is going to be a 2/3. You know, I've had experience in that. When I came into the truth, I was dealing with a 2/3 and try to, you know, be over righteous and, you know, bringing the scriptures and everything else. She looked at me like I was fucking crazy. So just tell you, man, a 2/3 is going to be a 2/3 of our nation, man. If a 2/3 want to be with you, she going to be with you. Hey, man, you work through the spirit, man. Pray on it, fast, whatever you need to do. You know, but I highly advise you, man, if you burning, I would advise you on that. You just deal with a 2/3 here and there. If you can keep one under your belt and, you know, call it when you need it, do it that way. Or, you know, just deal with a heathen. Or just pay for it. Those are the best three things I can tell you. But as far as like dealing with a woman in the truth, if she has not been in the truth over 5 years, 7, 8, 9, 10, if she's been just coming in a year, 2, 3, it's not going to work. Because both of the broads I'm telling you about right now, fresh in the truth, I think right now they're in the truth about 3, 4 years, still not ready. Even if the Lord took out their husbands that they still legally bound to by Yahawadah144, even if the Lord took out their husbands, they still not going to be ready. And was able to marry again, they're still not going to be ready. Okay? So you do what you want to do. At the end of the day, I'm just giving you a personal testimony and advice. But I highly advise you, if you're going to be with a woman in the truth, vet her heavy. Don't rush to lay pipe. Okay? I'm going to be clear. Don't rush to fuck her. Okay? I don't give a good goddamn if she can cook any meal and she can do backflips or she can put her legs behind her head. I don't give a goddamn what she can do. Vet her as long as you can, man. Because when you first, even in the world, when you first meet somebody, for the first 6 months to a year, you're meeting their representative. And when you start really being around a person, dealing with them on a daily basis and all that, then you start to really see who they are. So do what you're going to do it how you're going to do. But I highly suggest you don't lay rod quick. You don't make her your wife quick. And if you actually gonna want to make a woman in the truth your wife, and you burning, you need something. Hey man, you a man. You can have more than one woman, so you should have something on the side to ease your yearning for that, man. But I'm telling you, brothers, man, don't rush into it. So I don't want Ratazah, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Ahchyam wa Akwaf. Hey, man, take the advice, man. I learned the hard way, and it is what it is, man. All I did was apply and improve, man. And that's why the Lord, he puts brothers to certain situations so we can give these personal testimonies to you, Ahchyam wa Akwaf, so you can learn. And also to you women too, man. You women that might not have husbands, that that might feel that you're not ready to have a husband. And that's good, man. You got the right mentality, man, because it's something about you that you see that you have to improve on. And that's good, sister. So, this is a message to you sisters too that's actually, improving yourself, man. Don't be one of those sisters to be in these testimonies to do these things, man. And to really reject a man that Yahawadah144 gave you, especially if you brand new in this truth, you don't know a damn thing, and that man's teaching you everything, and you betray and reject that man and go lay with another man, and that shit don't work out. Okay? So I don't want Ratazah. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Ahchyam wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Call Holayim La, Abanawa Yahawadah144, Rekat Kwadash, Wathawada, Yahawadah144, Rekat Kwadash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahawadah144, Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. I don't want to Ratazah into the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.